Hey everybody, this is Alan Fine and we're here with Michael Ungerer, Explora Journeys CEO. We're at Sea Trade, and this is now the closest Sea Trade to the beginning of the whole saga, and we're here on Insider Travel Report. Michael, it's almost July 17th. How does that feel?
Well, thanks for reminding me.
I mean, all this time we've been talking, and we have to start.
Oh yeah, it's
We have
beyond,
to start somewhere.
Absolutely, it's beyond excitement. It's less than 100 days, and we're getting ready. We're getting ready.
And so the last time we talked to you, since Sea Trade, we're basically talking about what's new. What have you been planning that's new?
Last time we spoke was at Steinway.
You and I spoke at Steinway, and we'll talk about them in a moment. But, I mean, you said up on the podium that a lot's happened in a year, so let's go from there.
Oh, absolutely. So we have now detailed our culinary concept with the 6 restaurants that we have, 11 culinary experiences, 18 bars and lounges and restaurants all together. Right. We have disclosed that. We spoke about our ocean wellness concept that is about 1,000 square meters, fitness and wellness, that would really transports you in what we call the ocean state of mind. A lot of brands that are new to a ship or new to cruise in the industry jargon that are very, very curated, very thoughtfully selected by our owners and by my team. Same as in the Journey. The Journey is our retail space, which really takes retail on board ships to another level. Every single brand, every single item that we sell has its own story to tell, handcrafted, artisanal, not brands that you would find, in any luxury shopping mall.
You dove in. Wait. So I want them to digest this slowly. What you're saying, I mean, they're expecting us to talk about the ship and how many staterooms and all. But one of the latest pieces of news is your shops are not going to be like you're going to the store anywhere else in the world. It is indicative of your a new kind of guest.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what you're saying.
Absolutely. And remember the ocean state of mind, right? Our big organizing idea. That's really where everything is connected to, everything is anchored in, and that's what we do.
But you knew the destinations were already decided, but now the actual Shorex is what we're talking about.
Correct. Actually, we're talking about destination experiences. So, in our jargon, so it's the Canada, New England season down the east coast of the U.S. into the Caribbean. That is what we have opened up on sale now, and that is what we have more detailed today, where our guests can really dive into and meet the locals and have in very, very small groups, again, highly curated, 2 people minimum. 20-25 at the most, and something for foodies, there's something for art and culture lovers, there's something for thrill seekers, and it's like a mix of on and off the beaten path with a lot of nature going into the Saguenay Fjord, but very respectful of the environment, again in small groups, human-powered experiences, and again, things that you would normally not be able to organize yourself with exclusive access to the MoMA, for instance, also to the Kennedy Space Center then in Fort Lauderdale, or to.
What I find let me interrupt. So what I find so interesting about this is you don't have guests yet. You have done your research, and you are reaching out to a type of guest, and we're trying to get our travel advisors to understand that. And that's what's so intriguing, is that everything you just described now is your projection for what is the perfect guest.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we've done our homework, obviously, and we've done a lot of research over the years. We've surveyed over 20,000 qualified guests internationally, so in Western Europe, in the US.
This isn't just a guess.
No. That's the best educated guest that you can get from McKinsey and Interbrand.
Right.
No, but I mean, it's all about guest centricity, right? It's really, I mean, genuinely or generally, if you ask people, they will tell you, right? I mean, they will tell you what they like, what they've always wanted to, what's on their bucket list, what they don't like, what are the pain points, and so forth. So if you do that, you can really build a brand and a product around that, right? And again, at the core is our ocean state of mind.
All right, so let's do a quick overview. So Explora 1, sea tests were good.
Yes, sea trials were fantastic. Everything's went according to schedule, according to plan. She's in the first scheduled dry dock now, and she will do her second sea trial next week. So I've been to the shipyard a couple of weeks ago. You can really see how everything's coming together. You can see the space. You can get a feel for the space to the ceiling heights, and I mean it's really fantastic. I mean, it's like many thousands pieces or tens of thousands of pieces of the puzzle coming together.
And Explorer 2 is under construction.
Explorer 2, yeah.
You're actually discovering things on 1 that you say, wait a minute, before it's too late, let's change 2?
Not for 2 because they're really built in parallel, but there's many things that we are ready for 3 and 4 because 3 and 4 we had the opportunity to stretch the ship by 90 meters in order to accommodate LNG tanks, 19 LNG tanks, and instead of adding another 40 suites as we could have, we only put 15 suites on because we had the demand for the residences and for the owner suite was so high already from the early booking patterns that sort of insight already is now implemented in number 3 and 4.
That's great. Fantastic. All right, now let's talk about, which you already mentioned, 6 culinary concepts, different bars and lounges. The house champagne is
Moet.
Oh yeah,
of course.
Only yes, and we talked a little bit about entertainment, and you and I—that's where we met also.
Exactly,
Entertainment is larger than just Steinway, though. Well, let's tell them about Steinway.
Of course. I mean, Steinway is one of our key partners, not just for their pianos, which are the world's best, but also for their roster of artists. And through that, we can really feature up-and-coming new artists who you've never seen on a ship before, you may not even have heard before. And this is really goes to the core of the entertainment concept also. It's many bars and lounges where you're pulled in. I mean, if you think about going to Portofino or to Ibiza or to Saint-Tropez on a holiday, that sort of vibe, right? Where you mingle along the promenade and you hop from one bar to the other, you go in that restaurant, that restaurant.
So am I basically picturing this correctly, that I go from one lounge or bar to the other and I'm hitting a virtuoso at each spot?
For sure. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, it's all about live music and all about again pulling people in and this sort of interaction and that sort of atmosphere. Absolutely.
So as you know, we go out to more than 112,000 travel advisors every day. Holidays included. Yeah. So what's important now is what's your message to them in terms of how they can get in more information and how they can get involved, and also some of the special things you're doing for them.
So as you know, Alan, the same way we took a very customer-centric approach, we also took a very travel advisor-centric approach. And our,
Thank you.
Our chief sales officer, Chris Austin, and his team, they're fantastic.
Yes,
and I mean, they really believe in that. They really embody that, yes. Right? So this was a no-brainer. This whole B2B2C selling, obviously, that's we are partners in this, right? It's your clients and they will become our guests, and your clients are our guests. I mean, that's how it is. We're looking for long-term relationships. Yes. So the early policies with the rolling commission and the by appointment service and the 18% commission for the preferred ones. I mean, this was something that we've done from the beginning, and some of those things were really industry first. And now, going forward, now that we have the destination experiences on offers, for instance, which are also commissionable, there's no NCFs. It's all included. So all the pre and post programs, 8 to 10% commission. So of course, if you sell it, you have to be rewarded for it. That's very clear to us. So yes. You and us, we're in this together, obviously, for the long term. We're building 6 ships, so
Yes, but what I love about it, and you've done almost their homework for them. You've really figured out what will make this client happy.
Absolutely, and same way we did the customer research, we also did the travel advisor research. We reached out to the panels and we asked them, and to the advisory groups. Yes.
Thank you for sharing all that, and have a good sea trade.
Thank you, Alan. Same to you.
This is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.